There are ways that you can characterize what you're facing that divide people, and ways that you can do it that bring people together somehow. You'd have a way of discussing it that would allow people to see greater than their own interests, and somehow reach a decision that would work.
Well, as you get older, you reflect on life more. My grandfather was a chiropractor in a town in Indiana that had one medical doctor. And it came a point where both the Republican and Democratic Party came to my grandfather and wanted him to be mayor. Because he got along with people, he talked with people. My dad, I can remember, my dad didn't get angry much. I'm a little bit more volatile than my dad. He came home from a church board meeting mad. I mean, mad as I'd ever seen him. And I said, Dad, what's the matter? And he said, Dave, Von Stetzel is an beginner. There are some people in life who are just against everything. They're not for anything. They're just beginners. Mm-hmm. That's Hoosier talk. And Dave, you always have to be for something. There can be things you don't like, and you can be against some things. But if you're against something, you got to be for something else. Mm-hmm. And that is a town of 1,200 people. 800 people came to the funeral home for my dad's funeral.
Wow.
So you ask where it came from.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, at the time that the council was appointed and I came as area manager, the state's attention was right here. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of public interest and a lot of public backing for Pigeon and the values of Pigeon. And I think that helped it very much be a success. The perceived good guys were for that. The threats were elsewhere, and shoot, we had that really through my whole time. This building, if it was just up to the state, this would have just been a frame office building. Guy came up with the plans and I sent him back some plans. Then I got a call from Lansing. And this building was largely built by donations. It didn't happen because this is what the state wanted to buy. I mean, this is what we wanted. This fit in with the concept of management. This is what forest headquarters should be. And the roof was U.S. plywood. That's where the roof came from. Fireplace, MUCC. Flooring came from the flooring company in UP.
One of those windows, or both of them, came from a guy who bird hunted out here.
The door was, it's a custom door made, I think, in Andrew County. And, that's part of the successful story of the Pigeon. And, now we got the Discovery Center. It's not really being done by the state or the DNR. It's being done by people that are interested in preserving or pushing forward those values that have been the Pigeon.
Now you lived out here.
Yep.
How many years were you?
16 and a half.
And what was that? Describe what that was like, because it must be totally quiet. You walk outside to take the garbage out or something and you can see the stars. Tell me about that.
I listen to the wind around the eaves of the house. I could crack the window sometimes and I'd hear elk bugling. Had bears roll around the garbage can, the trash can over there. you felt like you're really part of the wild, and that's where I wanted to be. You know, I found most of my meaning in the forest. You know, that's the rhythm of life, beauty, the quiet, the solitude to find yourself. And I didn't have to take much of a walk from here to do that. And then the fun of the fishing and the hunting. I didn't have to go far. So I mean, while I lived here, I was part of this forest. There's no question about that. It was a part of me.